Hello and welcome to the RSGPodcast, episode 74. A lot of us are pretty sick right now. Head colds and whatnot, stuff like that.
Yep.
That's the way everything just kind of happens sometimes.
The RSGPodcast plague.
Yeah, the plague. Brought to you by Connor.
You're welcome. Brought to you by my coworkers.
The office plague has.
Yeah.
It's only a matter of time, though.
Someone has fucking kids, and they got everyone else sick.
Yep.
Someone else is.
Which then they can blame it on the daycare.
Mm-hmm. Someone who...
Then they can blame it on some anti-vaxxer.
That's it. Anti-vaxxer.
Anti-vaxxers.
All Jenny McCarthy.
Shots fired.
Fucking Jenny McCarthy.
Yeah, Jenny McCarthy.
She's patient zero.
She probably breastfeeds, too. In public.
Well, I mean, which is totally fine.
Yeah, it is.
Except for her kid's like 15. So
Yeah,
Right. It's just super weird.
it's just really awkward.
Yeah, it's odd.
It's inappropriate.
Yeah, totes inappropriate. Anyway, we got some stuff to talk about today. We have a new Kevin Spacey movie coming out that we're going to discuss a little bit. It's called 9 Lives. And yeah, it's Kevin Spacey in the body of a cat, because we've never seen this type of story before. Apparently he did something bad, and now he has to live like a cat. And
Yeah.
do something good.
It's a morality tale for kids.
Yeah.
It's yeah, that's exactly what it is.
But it's just sadness
Yeah.
for me as an adult who is a fan of Kevin Spacey.
It has-
like
It
Does he
also
need
has
the money?
Christopher Walken.
right, and Jennifer Garner.
And Jennifer Garner. I'm fans of all three of these people.
Right. And I'm like, do they all need the money this badly?
Well, Garner, I totally get that. Like,
Right.
Garner hasn't done anything...
Yeah, her career's been on the downslide for a while.
significant for a while. I think like the last movie she did that I thought was any good was probably Butter.
Oh, dude, yeah. Butter was awesome.
The Butter was a good one, yeah.
Yeah,
I
but
don't remember if there's been anything between now and then or not.
I don't know.
Let's check the IMDb's and find out.
Yeah, but but Kevin Spacey, I mean, he's been doing House of Cards. He's been doing things.
Yeah.
The guy's like
Yeah.
a legitimate actor. People know who Kevin Spacey is. Why would you do this?
Yeah, I mean, Walken's been old. He hasn't been doing much either recently. You know.
Yeah, but I feel like that's because Walken doesn't need to.
Yeah,
Right.
he does what he wants when he wants to do it.
But why does he want to do this?
Because Kevin Spacey's in it?
I've always wanted to work with Kevin Spacey.
Yeah. You know,
And now he can.
Kevin Spacey.
Yeah. No, I forgot. No, she was in Dallas Buyers Club in 2013, too.
Oh yeah,
I didn't see that one. Was it any good?
It was good. I thought it was interesting.
Okay.
I enjoyed it.
I don't know. It's just, I understand that occasionally these like moral-friendly, kid-friendly movies come out, and they're not a bad thing, and they're not a bad thing for kids. But Kevin Spacey, like,
Yeah.
Yeah.
it's just so weird.
Yep. No 9 Lives is listed on her upcoming IMDb page.
Well, yeah,
9 Lives.
I
I just keep hoping it's a trick and it's not real. That's what I just keep hoping it's not real.
it's just a joke, guys. Just a joke.
You know.
Yeah. 9 Lives. Anyway.
Yeah.
I wonder if there's going to be a what's in the box. Just if they do it in there. Like if they put him in a box and it was like, what's in the box?
But there's a line at the very end of the trailer that we'll post a link on our Facebook for it, but there's a line at the very end of the trailer where she's giving Kevin Spacey as a cat a bath, and he's like, "Kill me now," and I'm like, "Oh, that's so meta."
Right. It is meta.
What you really mean is literally kill me now.
Kill me now.
Because
Yes.
I'm in this movie.
My career.
Oh, man. Yeah, because it's like... I mean, I think Spacey's been in movies recently. But House of Cards has been huge, and Netflix is the way of the future, for all intents and purposes.
Oh, absolutely.
You know? Netflix is going to have 4 releases, simultaneous theater and on Netflix whatever releases next year.
Imagine what Netflix is going to be able to do with some series when they start getting large AAA movie budget numbers for their series. It's going to be fantastic.
Yeah.
It really will be.
Well, there's an article that came out recently where ABC tried to downplay the value of the Netflix series by saying that their
Chair's making too much noise.
numbers aren't really what they say they are. Their numbers are not really the same as people who view regular TV.
Oh, bullshit.
Say what you want to say just to make sure that your whatever in life still stays relevant.
Well, I mean, it's suspect that it's ABC saying this, and
They tried to do the math. Like, it was ABC or NBC One tried to do the math and say like, well, Netflix only really has like 2.3 million people who watched like Jessica Jones, for instance, or Beasts of No Nation.
That's no way that's true.
And Netflix is like, good try, guys, but no, that's nowhere near what our actual numbers show.
Yeah.
And so Netflix is like, show us the numbers, and they're like, we don't have to.
Yeah, you kind of do. When you make a claim like that, you really do need to show the numbers.
Netflix?
No, Netflix doesn't.
No,
I'm saying, I thought Netflix was saying
NBC
that.
did. NBC showed their numbers, how they got the calculations or whatever, but Netflix is like,
nah.
good try, but not close.
And NBC said, show us your numbers, Netflix. Netflix is like, don't need to.
Yeah.
I'm making bank.
Right. Yeah.
You know what rich people don't have to do to people who are going out? Show them the numbers.
Show them the numbers. Exactly.
Don't need to do that.
Yeah, answer to them at all.
That's just, I mean, obviously, this is...
How about we just show you the deposit check?
Yeah.
That's how much it is, bitches.
Yeah.
Just show them the number of zeros. Don't even show them the
Right.
How many zeros that is.
How many zeros that is, man. That's before the decimal point.
Yeah. But, I don't understand why, like, there's a lot of other stations that are beginning to, I guess, grasp and to embrace the Netflix way of doing things. Mm-hmm. And I think, is it not CW, Warner Brothers? The WB, maybe? I can't remember.
CW's doing it.
Is this CW?
Yeah.
That started pulling all their series off of Netflix and doing their own, which is smart.
Right.
I don't think you need to, like, because if you do that, you're getting the people who want to watch your stuff coming to you. Because that's the only place you're going to be able to find it. So,
The only thing that aggravates me about that is a lot of times they require you to have a cable subscription to even sign in to view that stuff. Like,
The CW does not, though.
Oh, it does not?
I believe it does not.
So, okay, that's fine.
So,
but
and you can see, like, NBC, ABC, Fox, CBS, like the non-cable networks.
Right.
They all have their own sort of like streaming service as well for the most part that you can go to. Usually they're free.
Okay.
Depending on what you want to watch.
Because I tell you right now, I mean, I've already got a Hulu subscription and a Netflix subscription. I'm not getting a CW subscription, an ABC subscription.
Right.
That's not happening.
Yeah.
I mean,
well,
I'll
and
just
that's
torrent your shit.
That's
I said it.
where the problem's going to end up being, because if they all start asking for subscriptions, like, what's already established is going to stay established, because this is exactly what happened with MMOs.
Yeah.
Like, WoW came out, became the biggest MMO around, had a subscription-based system, and any other sub-based MMO that tried to, like, release just didn't do it. Just didn't do well.
A lot of free stuff online.
Yep. They'll turn into microtrans at that point.
Yeah. I think you might see, like...
Are we gonna have microtrans
Oh my
TV?
gosh, microtrans TV?
Yeah. We could have microtrans TV.
Just buy episodes?
Where you buy an episode at a time.
Dude, I think a lot of people would be into that.
Yeah.
Like pay up $1 to see the next episode of Elementary or whatever.
Trying that because Amazon, their series are kind of terrible. But maybe there's like one that I've seen that's actually any good.
On Amazon? I don't know,
Yeah.
I've seen the Amazon series.
What is it, Transformed, or I can't remember what it is.
Transmorphers.
With the trans dad?
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
That one's actually really good, but
Yeah.
like the rest of them, like I'll see like, oh, new Amazon original series. I'm like, oh, cool, I got Prime, I'll check it out. 2 minutes into it, I'm like, yeah, this is stupid.
Like, no.
What are you talking about? Amazon is the company that brought you Tokyo Drive to the States.
Oh,
Well,
my God.
Yeah.
Why would they do that?
This Tokyo Tribe never gonna die.
They're making it 2.
Water.
I heard they're making it 2.
Are they now?
That's what I heard.
We'll have to watch it.
Oh, most
We're
definitely.
going to be required to at this point, yes.
Yeah, we don't have
I don't know that I'm for it 100%, but we're going to watch it.
Oh, no, yeah, no. We're just committed at this point.
Right.
You know? It's
Yep.
like staying in a marriage because you knocked her up.
That's exactly what it's like.
I'm in this for the kids.
Exactly what it's like. Like, I got to now, or people will judge me.
I don't want people to judge.
Yeah, you're stuck. God damn it. We should never have sex with Tokyo Tribe.
It's a mistake that will follow us for the next 18 years.
Right. And the worst part is, Everyone here was sober when it happened.
Oh, I was actually excited for the movie. I'm not gonna lie, I was.
Well, I wonder if the second one's gonna just be such a physical drain on you like the first one was.
Oh god.
We were so tired at the end of that movie. All of us were just like standing outside like.
It wasn't really a physical drain as much as it was like an emotional and mental drain because you're just like so focused. You're like, at some point, there's going to be something that makes all of this make sense, and I don't want to miss it.
Well, the thing that made it all make sense was the most ridiculous thing in the world. Because it came around eventually.
True, they did come around eventually with the motivation for everything.
Right. And it was just...
and it was the stupidest motivation
Yeah.
Ever. What are you talking about? That was amazing.
Dick envy.
Penis envy was the entire thing.
Yeah.
Yes.
Oh, God.
Oh, my goodness.
Spoilers, I guess?
I think we talked about it already.
We did already talk about it, I'm pretty sure. And we mentioned that it was about penis envy.
Ridiculous. Yeah. I don't know. Back to Netflix. Netflix has just been putting out, like... I don't think they've done a series that hasn't been successful. Others more than
Was
some.
Hemlock Grove that successful?
It was successful.
It was successful.
It was popular, yeah.
They had 2. I think they're still doing seasons of Hemlock Grove.
Yeah.
Because they can do them, and then there's usually like in between. They'll put everything out at once, and then it'll be a year before you see
That's
it
true.
again.
Which I'm all right with that because I can binge watch it and not get absorbed with it. Because that's one of my problems with watching TV. It's like if I'm waiting for that constant next episode, then I feel like I'm missing other stuff. So.
Well, there was a guy who wanted to. I don't remember now. I remember reading this article, and I'll have to look it up again, see if I can find it. But there was a guy who wanted to do a weekly released Netflix show where he just released a new episode every week, like they do for like standard TV or whatever. And Netflix was like, nope, that's not how we do things.
That's because Netflix knows its customer base.
Right.
Like that's the most amazing thing about their series. Like, other than the fact that most of their series are I would say above average to really good.
Right.
Is that they know their customer base. They know that their customers just want to like plug that shit right into their veins.
Yeah.
Just sit there.
Well, I think that's part of the reason why they're all above average or good is that they can take the time to film all the episodes
right
at once. You know, they don't have to worry about like we've got a week. It's Tuesday and we got to get a show out by Thursday in order to get on the air on Friday or whatever.
Yeah.
They don't have to worry about that nonsense. They can shoot like at their leisure pretty much and make sure they get it right so that everything is good. They can spend the time to put in the good CGI and stuff like that.
Yeah.
So
yeah, it's pretty fantastic.
Yeah.
And we're getting, the returning seasons of a lot of the stuff we already like.
Yeah.
Speaking of Jessica Jones, Netflix has teased us with Luke Cage being cast and is hidden in the basement.
Yes.
As they said.
Well, not Luke Cage. Luke Cage, we already know who Luke Cage is because he's in
Iron
Jessica
Fist.
Jones.
Iron Fist.
But Iron Fist.
Yeah.
They have cast Iron Fist.
Yeah.
But they haven't released the information about who he is yet.
Yeah.
Oh, but
Which makes me wonder if he's going to be in Daredevil?
One can hope.
It could be a cameo in Daredevil with the Iron
because
Fist?
to announce that they've done the casting, that it's all done.
Well, and Netflix didn't announce it. The guy who plays Luke Cage
did.
leaked it. He said that they already know who it is, and they're keeping him in a basement. They're hiding him, but they've already cast.
But there's a reason.
it's going to be Glenn from The Walking Dead.
Oh man, I kind of hope it's an Asian guy. I want to see some rice washing going on.
Well, I think they will make it an Asian guy.
Which is interesting because Iron Fist is not an Asian guy.
Right, but that's because he comes from a time and place in comics where nobody was ethnicity.
Where everybody was
Right.
racist.
Right, where everyone was racist
Just say it.
and everybody was white.
Just say it.
Right. That's how they did it.
Where your privilege overruled everything.
Embrace
Correct.
privilege.
Yes. And so everybody was white. So I think they should absolutely cast him as an Asian guy.
I think so too.
Because he should have been an Asian guy in the freaking
It makes way more sense.
comics.
Yeah.
Right. But so they should. And also, it'll make the Defenders like team diversity.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because you got a woman,
Yeah.
you got a black guy, you got an Asian guy, and you got a white guy. But the white guy's blind.
Yeah.
He's handicapped.
Handicapable.
So, right.
Handicapable.
So you got a handicapable guy,
Handy superior.
2 minorities, and a woman on the team.
Yeah.
That's basically team diversity right there.
So are they gonna make it? They're making a Defenders movie, aren't they?
Well, they're making a Defender series.
Oh, the series. Okay.
Yeah, which will come up after Iron Fist is completed.
All right.
But by that point in time, you will have seen Daredevil season 2.
Wait, maybe this is how Daredevil becomes a badass.
I think you're gonna see way more badass Daredevil in season 2.
I hope so.
think he's going to be way more of a badass than he was in the first season.
I hope he gets trained by Iron Fist, who's a legit badass.
Yeah. Wasn't he trained by, like, Shaft or Stick or...
Shaft and Stick are two very different people.
Yeah, not even remotely.
I realize that, like, theoretically they sound like the same thing. Well, they're not.
You gotta. I mean, I didn't grow up with Daredevil comics,
right?
he was trained by Stick.
That's not really forgivable. Okay.
He was trained by Stick, who ended up. I mean, he was in the first season, but it always, Stick was a big penis head in the first season. So
yeah. Well, but Stick knows some shit.
Yeah.
He doesn't know yet, but I think with the advent of Elektra returning, and
wasn't Elektra trained by the same people?
Elektra was trained by the Hand.
The Hand, that's right. Yeah.
So I think with Elektra coming back and with the advent of the Punisher, you're going to see way more badass Daredevil in season 2.
Good.
Which again, March comes out.
Yeah.
We're like a month and a half away.
Yeah.
Like a month and a half away from
next month
2 coming out.
Next month in March, like February, March, we're gonna see a lot of different things coming out. Not only in shows and movies, but also with video games.
Yeah.
A couple big titles coming out, like The Division, March 8th drops.
Yep.
They've already released the gameplay betas and stuff like that. Like people.
Oh yeah.
So the Dick Zone. Let's talk about that for a minute here.
Okay.
Yeah. So the Dick Zone, we noticed, is basically just a giant PvP arena, basically.
More or less.
Which is kind of what we thought it was going to be. I mean, the teaser trailer kind of showed that there was going to be objectives and stuff like that, but it's just kill or be killed.
Well, I mean, the way it's working is that you go in there and there are some nasty PvE mobs that exist that drop some of the best loot in the game.
Right.
And then
greens.
Yeah.
Oranges,
yeah. And then you can try and extract with that loot. Now you can attack anybody in the Dick Zone.
Yeah.
But when you do, it basically flags you as a rogue, right?
Rogue.
Yeah.
You get a skull over your head and a countdown depending on how many people you've killed.
Right. And what level of rogue you are. But in the higher level rogue you are, the more people can see you. Like, they can just look around and they see your name.
Yep.
And they can try and get to you and kill you. But basically, you're pretty much okay, it looks like, as long as you're not rogue.
True. Now, okay. Let's go back to the rogue thing and like people seeing you coming and taking your loot and stuff like that. Like, do you think that they're going to have predetermined loot on that, or do you think it's going to be what you've collected is now?
It's part of what you've collected. There was video of it. I was watching last night. There was a guy who had just got this sweet winter jacket that he was like super happy about. Was killed in the Dick Zone. Immediately lost his jacket and was pretty upset about it.
Yeah.
So how do you?
That's what they do because you don't get to keep that loot until you extract with it.
Right.
And so if they kill you while you're there, they get that loot instead of you.
Understanding that as the concept based upon the Dick Zone, how long do you think it's going to be before they do some sort of patch or something to be like, well, we're going to put a loot table on you versus like... Because I have a feeling that a lot of the people are going to complain about that. I mean, granted, it may fall on deaf ears as it should. I mean, it is what it is, but... I'm just a little concerned that, like, the game... Because, I mean, like in Warcraft, people complain, they change things.
What they're going to do is they're going to put comparable loot in PvE zones in the future. If anything, they're not going to change the Dark Zone.
Okay.
The Dark Zone will continue to be the place for dickheads. One of the cooler things, though, I did like about the Dark Zone was that when you become rogue, there's a countdown. And everybody can see your name and the countdown within a certain radius of you. So a lot of people are after you, trying to kill you. That if you shoot them, it stops the countdown.
Yep. They have.
So you're running for your life, trying to not even get shot.
1 second.
Wow.
And then you're locked in 1 second until you're out of combat.
Yeah.
Nice.
So it's pretty. I mean, it seems like the PvP is at least funneled in the correct direction, which is nice, but. It sucks that that's where the best gear is.
When you're extracting in general, can you still be attacked by anybody?
Yes. You can be attacked by anybody all the time.
At that point.
Right.
Yeah.
Anybody who you run into can attack you. Like anyone. Even if they're not rogue. It's just that there's no reason to, because if you're not rogue or extracting, they can't get your gear.
Okay.
So
they can kill you for no apparent reason.
Trying to
So what happens if I'm coming from one side of an encounter and somebody else is coming from the other side of an encounter and I can't see them, and I end up throwing my grenade to try and fight this PvE encounter and it hits one of their people?
Does it kill them? If it kills
them,
now you're rogue.
No, I'm rogue. Yeah, that's gonna piss me off.
Don't go into the dick zone.
Yeah.
I mean...
But you can't expect me to not have not the best loot in the game, bro.
Yeah, apparently that's what they expect of you.
That.
That's what they expect of you.
Everybody deserves to have the best of everything.
Oh, man.
Something.
I'm excited to play it. I can't wait for the game to come out.
I won't play it. It'll be disappointing.
It may be, but all I'm playing right now is Ark Survival and 7 Days to Die, and both of those are the same type of concept of game. So, it would be nice to play something a little different. And a lot of people I have on friends on Xbox Live will be playing it. So,
I think.
I'm sure there'll be a bunch of people playing.
I don't think the gameplay looks that disappointing. I don't think the game itself looks that disappointing, other than the Dark Zone being the only place to get the best loot, as far as I can tell.
I just hope you can switch it to first-person view.
Oh God, no! Anything but that.
Well, I know for you, yeah, but for me, it's like
no, you can't.
Oh God damn it!
Deal with it. Learn to play from my perspective.
No, fucker.
Do it.
No.
Then don't play the Division.
Then maybe I won't. No, I just first-person view with the shooter game is always it.
It's the better view. Yeah, I agree.
Unless you're me.
Unless you're a weak, malformed human who
sure.
can't handle first-person view.
Whatever. I'm okay with all these things.
Still thinking about that one where the guy killed those 5 rogue agents that were shooting everybody from the rooftop.
Yeah.
That was cool. We watched a video of a guy who snuck up on these guys who'd gone rogue in the Dark Zone, and he shot them all up, made them a little confused, and then threw a grenade on them, took them all out.
Killed everyone.
Oh, imagine the loot he got from those. Well, they probably didn't get a chance to loot anybody.
I don't think that they were. They were. They were rogue.
They were rogue.
Yeah, he.
Because every time he bashed one of them to death, it was like rogue agent neutralized. Rogue agent neutralized.
Yeah, they were rogue.
Yeah, they were rogue, and they were kept people from the rooftop like a bunch of dicks. They got what they deserved.
Yeah, I agree. I like how one guy walked in and did what the entire server couldn't.
Right.
Pretty interesting. I don't know. Will I play it? Will I take it? You know what? Maybe eventually. I will not buy it right away. I will wait.
I imagine it'd be sweet on the PC.
Well, the thing is that it's not the gameplay that I'm worried about. This is basically, another game that is kind of doing what Destiny does, as far as like the MMO sort of feel.
Yes, but it's different than Destiny. I mean, to me, it seems more of like when you play co-op.
I'm talking about the basic idea here, not the game itself.
Right, because 2 months from now, are you still going to want to play
I gotcha.
the Division?
Yeah, that's why I'm waiting. I'm waiting
or is
because
it going to be like Destiny, where you're going to log in because you feel like you have to get your dailies done like a chore, but you're not going to want to play anymore because there's not going to be anything to actually do.
True, but I mean,
until they release a new DLC patch.
In the environment that they could effectively release a new DLC every couple of weeks.
Yeah, but that shit ain't free for them. They got to pay developers.
Yeah, it depends. Like
to do that kind of, to make all that kind of thing, to test all that kind of shit.
What? Well, why can't they though? Because look at Grand Theft Auto. All their expansions are free.
Yeah.
They also made a shit ton of money off the initial product.
Yeah, like Grand Theft Auto is one of the highest, if not the highest grossing video game to date. That particular, like the most recent one.
So use that same concept. Like, make your game fucking amazing to make a lot of people buy it, right? And then continue to provide. I don't know. I say that, but I haven't really played Grand Theft Auto.
It's easy to say and do, right? But I mean, how much of the Grand Theft Auto is like really new?
Well, it's all big. Yeah, you're right. Yeah,
you know what I mean?
Is it just
right?
You got to grind for
that's kind of new, but like the online pack with the online missions or whatever, like the missions are just sort of like random, whatever. You know. So
I mean, when I did play like the not really Hardline or whatever it was, that's Battlefield, but the one where you could do heists and stuff like that.
Right.
When I would play with people, we would do the same 4 heists all the time. Like, there's tons of different options, but everybody do the same 4 things. Right. And I'd vote against it, but I'm the majority. I'm outside the majority. So
yeah. I never liked the Grand Theft Auto games. The most recent title, not being an exception at all.
Right.
Like, the games hold no appeal to me whatsoever, and. If a game like that, like if the Division ends up being kind of like that, like I just got no love for it. The last night I was switching streams pretty often because they would do the same mission over and over again, and I'm like, nope. If this is which is basically what Destiny was, so I don't got a lot of interest in it.
The only thing I like watching Destiny now are the PvP videos, and even that I get bored of because I don't want to play the PvP. I just like the game. It's a beautiful game, but I don't want to to play it.
Well, and this might seem a bit hypocritical considering I was a former WoW player, still play MMOs on a regular basis. But two things. Number one, I'm a little burnt out on MMOs specifically for that reason. And number two, at least in WoW, in these games, it becomes just a mechanical thing. Like, you don't even have to think about it anymore because you know everything, like, inside and out so well.
Right.
With games like that, it's more frantic. It's, you know, it's more or less just walk in there, shut your brain off, do your job while you're perusing Facebook or whatever.
Right.
Yeah.
Well, and it's about the community still. In MMOs, that's what it's really about. You find a guild of people who you like to hang out with, and then you're just there doing the same stuff over and over again, but you're there to hang out with the people as opposed to, like, whatever it is that you're doing.
Yeah.
You know?
Which is kind of hard in a game like Warcraft now, since you can cross-server everything. You know?
Right. So you have to already have that established, like, friend group or whatever, but I think it's hard in Destiny to, like, make new friends, really.
Well, everybody's a dick in Destiny.
Because you can't, like, talk to other people, direct voice chat to other people who are around. You can't, like, join a direct voice chat channel or whatever.
Which I like about The Division. They were able to walk up to random people and be like, hey, do you know this guy? Is it okay if we kill him? Wait, what?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's proximity voice chat.
Proximity voice chat's, I think, what Destiny could use sometimes, especially in the city or whatever.
Yeah.
I mean, I realize that people are going to abuse that shit. There's going to be some 13-year-old kid who gets on there and just yells or plays rap music loud.
Which is fine as long as you mute him.
The mic or whatever, but...
Yeah.
But, you know, otherwise, how do you know, like... I'm gonna zone hunting with another guy or whatever. I don't want to just random invite because nobody likes that cold invite either.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Everybody's always, nah, don't cold invite me. I hate that shit. You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. But I don't know. It felt like there wasn't a lot of really good ways to, like, generate that sort of community.
There's not a lot
Destiny.
There's not a lot of, like, situations outside of raids that you need.
Right.
That
or
community.
even want that community.
Yeah, that you want a group or need a group.
You know? And that sort of, like, slows it down. That was one of the great things I thought about EverQuest was that, like, you had to group to do effective anything.
Well, and I agree, but the problem is that people just do not, kids don't have, people, I'm just saying people in general, don't have the attention spans necessary to do something like EQ anymore. Because they want their shit and they want it now.
Yep,
exactly.
EQ is just not ever going to happen again.
No, it's not. But I think that's part of what makes that, like, that's part of what makes Destiny and stuff like that. People get burnt out on them so quickly because there's not really much sense of community. There's no, like, I'm not getting on anymore to, like, help my brothers out with whatever they're doing or whatever, you know. I'm helping out my peeps, whatever, it doesn't matter. You just get on, get what you want, and then you don't care anymore. But it's so easy to achieve in reality that it's not even worth your time doing.
What is annoying to me is that the last game that I can think of, and maybe there have been others since then, I just can't think of any, but the last game I know of that has, like, provided a system that was beneficial to help out other people or lobbies or whatever, and had a lot of systems to encourage that, was City of Heroes, which is now defunct.
Yeah.
And it has been gone forever, but it had a really cool system where, like, if you died in that game, you got XP debt. Where, like, half your XP you gained went towards paying off your debt, the other half went towards your actual XP. Mm-hmm. If you helped out newbies, people who were low level, or you were helping somebody who was higher level and they were boosting you up a level because they could partner with you and boost you up, or you could drop down to their level, you would work off your debt way faster.
Yeah.
Like at a much, much faster clip. So it was a really cool system, but I would like to see more fleshed out systems like that encourage grouping, that encourage, because that's the only way you're going to get it to work. Yeah. Is, like, give them rewards for grouping that are make them want to do it.
EverQuest 2 had a similar, like, mentoring system.
Yeah.
As well. That was really good, I thought. But
Diablo had that, but it didn't have a mentoring system.
You can't just make it challenging anymore because people will just not do it.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
You can't make it challenging. People won't just rise to the occasion. They'll refuse to.
Yeah.
Well, on the game front, what was it? Final Fantasy
15.
Yeah.
Yeah. Final Fantasy 15.
Final Fantasy 15 just dropped some gameplay. I don't know if they were having a convention or something.
The Type A game show.
Yeah, Type A game convention.
So we got to see a good decent amount of gameplay on it. It looks like a whole new style. Like, I mean, they do the whole stealth stuff now.
Well, we had a short beta for. I actually almost bought. If you bought, what was it, Final Fantasy? I can't remember the name of it. Not X2. Final Fantasy Type 0 or something like that.
Right.
Game. You got like a little beta that you could go and play Final Fantasy 15 on, and it was very, very basic. But yeah, they released some new gameplay showing that they're still working on the game, though it's been like pretty nebulous what's been going on with it lately.
Right.
So it was really nice to see this video, because not only does it show how the game is progressing as far as the different zones and everything, but you're also seeing new gameplay type in the stealth gameplay, which looked really cool.
Yeah, I was really impressed by it. I mean, I liked how even you weren't all super powerful in stealth. Like, you could still do battle outside of stealth and be successful. Like, you don't have to do stealth.
Yeah.
But that's what the game is designed to do for those certain levels.
Yeah, looks like there are some places where stealth is an option.
Right.
I don't know if it's forced or not. You know what I mean? Where you have to try and be stealthy or not.
The only thing
it definitely looked to be an option.
Now, I couldn't tell from what we saw if you have to drag bodies and like do Splinter Cell type stuff.
I didn't see any body dragging. I did see your base. It looks like pretty basic stealth stuff, and some of the UI elements, I'm not sure how well it's going to work, because it's just like, don't go in the spotlight. That was like basically what it looked like.
Spotlights are bad.
Spotlights are bad. But the actual gameplay, I didn't see any HUD that indicated how visible you were or weren't.
Right.
So I'm not sure how. I don't think it's going to be very fleshed out stealth gameplay. I think it's going to be optional, and I think it's going to be fun. Something you can do to perhaps thin the herd a little bit before you get into bigger fights.
Before you get into bigger fights and stuff like that. Yeah.
But nothing too. I don't know.
Yeah, it's not going to be like Metal Gear Solid or anything, I don't think. But it's just another. But it's something that Final Fantasy always does, is sort of bring something of a little different flavor every time in one of their in their new games. You know what I mean? They sort of open up and add something that they haven't done before.
Right.
Well, that might be the only place in the entire game it even shows up.
Yeah.
Right.
Let's not kid ourselves. Final Fantasy does that. They're like, here's chocobos in this one part of the world. Here's
Yep.
You can raise chocobos right here, and that's it. That's all there is.
Yeah, it could just be that one particular military.
Right.
I hope not. I hope that's something you get to do on a regular basis. I hope there's specialized builds for stealth and stuff like that.
Yeah.
I mean, there's something to be said for either situation. I think a lot of times in some games, you play the game through, and then they have these parts that are different, where maybe you're piloting a vehicle, or you're on a turret gun, or something like that, and it makes those moments in the game that much more memorable and very enjoyable, because they are rare. It's not like something you do regularly
all the time. Yeah.
So I mean, I'm okay with if it's just that spot.
Right.
I'm really okay with it. It's fun.
Yeah, because it makes it feel more like an adventure. Like the character who you're playing is forced to go out of their comfort zone and do things they don't normally do as well.
Yeah.
So.
And likewise, if it's a mechanic that they're going to build into the game, then they need to support it heavily.
No, I agree.
Yeah.
They need to support it more. They need to be better UI elements than what I saw, and hopefully a few more options as far as character building goes to actually support that stuff. It looks really great though. The magic particle effects, all that looked really fun. Mm-hmm. So I'm really excited for it.
Yeah.
It's a little slower paced than I remember the earlier trailers being.
Gameplay stuff looking.
Yeah, it looked a little slower paced, but not to its detriment though. It still looked good.
Yeah.
So
we'll see how it goes. How it looks when it comes out.
Could be fun.
Should be interesting.
Yeah.
All right. Well, what else do we have to talk about today? Let's see.
Killer Instinct. We're going to talk about.
Yeah.
We're going to touch on the new Killer Instinct season a little bit.
It's just a quick. Killer Instinct Season 3 is coming out, so Microsoft is continuing to support their little fighting game baby, which is pretty cool, honestly.
Yeah.
Right.
I can't imagine Killer Instinct makes them a lot of money, but
probably not.
It's nice to see that they're still supporting it and still developing for it. But they just announced season 3. The first character that they showed was Kim Woo, who was in Killer Instinct 2.
Yep.
She had nunchucks. She still has nunchucks. She looks a lot less like Janet Jackson.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
In this, and more like a 17-year-old Asian girl.
Yeah.
And talks like a 17-year-old Asian girl.
Yes, her trailer is written like a stereotypical trope of a 17-year-old Asian girl.
Yeah. Might be 19.
Right. Teenage Asian girl.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But the actual character itself looks... I didn't glean a whole lot out of it other than...
she looks kind of thundery, in my opinion.
A little thundery and a little orchid.
Yeah.
Because she has like some interesting ground pound stuff going on where like a big pillar of like energy comes up. She throws a dragon at some point.
Yeah. She had a lot of like dashing in overheads, like thunder
She
hats.
did have an air dash. I did see
the air
that.
dash is an interesting addition.
Yeah. That's
like, what's her
interesting.
name? Doesn't Spider Chick have one of those?
Sadira.
Yeah.
Yeah, Sadira kind of has an air dash. It's not a dash really. It's like a double jump.
But yeah.
I don't know anything about Killer Instinct like that.
It's a pretty good game.
Fighting games never really got me. Like,
educate yourself.
I had some fun with some fighting. Like Street Fighter, I know. I mean, I played that. My favorite Street Fighter was Alpha 3, which I'm sure probably burns a lot of people the wrong way. But
Nah, Alpha 3 was...
So...
It's trash.
That's
garbage.
I mean, that's the only one I really got into.
Thank you and your opinions.
Well, when I was a kid and when I played Street Fighter games, I had a buddy I always went over to his house to play on Nintendo, right? Mm-hmm. And every time he would start to lose, his foot would accidentally hit the reset button on the Nintendo. So I kind of got like, fuck these games. So...
Who'd you like? What was your matchup?
I always played Ken.
What did he play?
Blanca, I think.
Wow. Your friend's a dickhead.
Your friend's a douche, yeah. Your friend's a horrible person.
Well, he's not my friend anymore for
Right.
obvious reasons, but...
Blanca's just the most obnoxious, like, gimmicky bullshit character.
Right. That's a good reason he's not your friend anymore.
Well, I would just sit back, like, when he would just sit there and try to do his electricity all the time, I'm just like... just hitting him with the fireballs. I'm like, alright, we can play this game.
Right.
So, I'm not coming towards you.
Well, the key to fighting games is learning how to play them.
Yeah.
And, like, once you learn how to play them and, like, execute properly, you'll start to get into it a lot more. And especially with, like, someone who can be competitive and not a dickhead. Like, I probably wouldn't have been into fighting games as much as I am now if it wasn't for my brother Jeremiah. Shout-outs to him.
Yeah.
Because he was also very competitive in those games and really good. But we could play each other and we wouldn't, like...
Beat each other up or
get angry and so I mean we get angry but we wouldn't like it wouldn't ever get out of hand. I might call him a cheap bastard or whatever, but
right, but it's more frustration than it is
but
anger.
that's part of it. That's absolutely part of it.
Yeah.
Mortal Kombat kind of turned me off too because you could get trapped in the corner with upper punches or trip kicks or whatever it was.
That's how you beat Mortal Kombat, just down kick.
Yeah.
Dude,
just down sweeps.
Dude, if you're getting trapped in the corner, it's about figuring out like what do you do? You block. You block one uppercut, and then you sweep his ass.
You can't, though, because in Mortal Kombat, as soon as you get up, you're flipped back down. At least in my experience. I mean, you just...
Then you weren't blocking.
No, I was trying to.
In the original Mortal Kombat, with the timing, you could never block. You could get trapped if they were good enough at timing it. You could get trapped to where you'd never be able to block. Yep. You could be pressing, you could literally just be pressing just back and down on the controller.
Well, that's probably why you're getting hit.
Oh, well... Anyway.
Mortal Kombat's a shitty example anyway, because those games, especially the early games of those were so bad, I thought.
Virtua Fighter was fun. I played that one.
See, there I have to disagree with you.
Virtua Fighter was not fun.
Well, the only reason it was fun is because it's one of maybe 5 of those types of games I ever played.
Right.
What was the one with Bakuru the Mole or whatever?
Yeah, you're getting hit in Mortal Kombat because there's a block button.
Yes, that's true.
Down back. Why can't I block?
Why can't I block?
You gotta hit the block button.
Yeah.
What was it? No, it's not Killer Instinct.
Samurai Showdown? Or no, is that Bloody Roar?
Yeah.
Yes, Bloody Roar. That was the game. That was awesome back in the day.
I like the tiger and the bat.
Yeah.
Yeah. The rabbit was pretty badass too.
Oh, rabbit. That's what I meant. Rabbit.
Yeah.
Not the flying mammal.
Another fighting game.
I like the wolf and the lion myself. They're much more direct. Just punch a dude in the face.
Yeah. I like the Bushido Blade.
Oh yeah, Bushido Blade was fantastic.
I loved Bushido Blade. I was so good at Bushido Blade.
I have a hard time calling it fantastic. It was interesting.
No, it was fantastic.
I loved it.
It was interesting.
And play that game for hours and hours and hours.
I know.
Because it was fantastic.
I know.
The one where you could just where it was just survive, but you had to fight through the Like the hallways of Samurai.
Yeah.
Oh, it's so good.
Yep. And playing it in like the they had a first person mode too.
Yeah. I could never do the first person mode for that though.
It was hard.
Yeah. But
like any sense of like distance was completely lost in the first person mode.
Yeah.
But I love that game. Bushido Blade was, and then the Bushido Blade 2 came out and it was crap.
Yes, it was garbage.
It was total garbage, unfortunately.
yeah, I wasn't a fan.
Yeah.
It was like Tenchu. Tenchu, the first one was awesome. The second one was shit. The third one they tried.
The first one was interesting and original.
No,
It was fucking awesome.
the first one was awesome.
I don't know about
Love the
awesome.
first
It
one.
was awesome.
I will give you interesting and
It
original.
was awesome.
I don't know if I'll give you awesome or
It was
not.
like
was
the first
awesome.
style of that type of game.
Right.
Where it was like you were actually doing ninja stuff, and it wasn't about like. I mean, you had some magic stuff you could do, but it was more about you just doing stuff.
It was awesome.
Right. It was about you like being stealthy and shit or whatever.
Yeah.
But like,
What about it wasn't
I
awesome?
had a hard time believing
He
that.
couldn't figure out the grappling hook.
Probably.
No.
Probably just
no,
shitty at those games. I'm shitty at those games, so it's like it's okay.
Terrible. It's terrible.
It's alright.
I'm shitty at lots of other games that I think are good games.
Sure.
But Tenchu was bad because it'd be like if you
Correction,
just
Tenchu's not
grappled
bad.
up onto the roof or whatever, the bad guys would be like, "Oh, I guess he must be gone."
Oh, you mean they couldn't program like decent AI with a regular freaking PlayStation? That's amazing. That's weird.
Yeah, correct. That's what.
Get out of here. Get out of here.
Correct.
Leave. Door.
But that is a
Listen.
staple.
In PlayStation,
That is a staple of
Shut
all
up.
those kinds of games.
Shut up.
Always has.
We're not talking about
it's
all those-
not just original PlayStation.
Are we talking about all those kinds of
It's
games, Ruby?
all those kinds
Are we
of games.
talking about all those
And
kinds
it
of games?
started with Tenchu and their shitty
Are we talking
fucking
about-
example of a horrible fucking gameplay.
Shut up for a second. Are we talking about all those kinds of games, or are we talking about Tenchu on the PlayStation 1?
We're talking about Tenchu on PlayStation.
Okay, then shut the fuck up. You were wrong.
And that's the example for all the rest of the games.
Okay, that doesn't matter.
And it's horrible gameplay.
How does that matter?
Because it was horrible gameplay.
How does that matter?
Because it was horrible gameplay.
It was the only thing they could do at the time.
We don't know
The
that.
rest,
You don't know that.
because the rest of
You
the
don't
games,
know that.
because the rest of the games followed suit, makes them shitty, not Tenchu shitty.
You don't know that.
I agree.
You don't know what they could have done.
I do.
You do not know what they could
I
have
do.
not have done as far as AI goes.
They wouldn't have been able
There's
to program any kind of smart AI. There's no way. It wouldn't have happened.
You don't know shit
wouldn't
about
happen.
the specs, about what kind of stuff it would take to program smarter AI.
Is
You don't know
this where you're gonna go? This is where you're gonna
You're
go with
just
it?
talking shit right
This is
now.
where you're gonna go?
Yeah, because that's where we're gonna go.
Like, who else doesn't know shit about it?
This guy.
Exactly. Shut the fuck up.
So I'm saying that you can't make a point based on what neither of us know.
I can make a point based on the fact that it was a PlayStation 1 and nothing had good AI back in those days. It just didn't exist. You know what? Good AI still doesn't exist. Computers still cheat half the time to
Right.
be hard.
Yeah.
Left 4 Dead had good AI. They would just throw a swarm at you.
That's not on PlayStation 1.
No, that's true. You guys are still talking about PlayStation 1. I got lost in the argument.
The original XCOM had good AI.
No, the original XCOM, it cheated.
It had good AI.
It cheated.
The original XCOM had good AI on PlayStation 1.
In a turn-based system.
Go fuck yourself.
In a turn-based system.
Go fuck yourself.
In a turn-based system.
The original XCOM had good AI on PlayStation 1.
It had okay AI.
Therefore making it programmable
It had okay
and
AI.
possible
First of all,
on PlayStation 1.
you're already wrong. I don't know why you're still talking. It had okay AI. It didn't have good AI. It had because the moment you got like certain weapons, it just didn't know how to. It didn't know how to adapt or do anything else. It just followed preset paths. It didn't do anything special. It had okay AI. It didn't have good AI.
It had better AI than the shitty AI in Tenchu.
You can't even compare a turn-based game with a not turn-based game. That is
did.
amazingly unreal. Well, you look like a fool doing it.
I disagree.
Okay, let me rephrase that. You shouldn't because you look like a dum-dum.
Dum-dum. Oh, we should probably go ahead and end the episode on You Look Like a Dum-Dum.
You're so wrong.
You're wrong.
Check us out at RSGPodcast.com. That's our new hub for everything related to us. You can go there. There's links to our Twitter at RSG Podcast, random subject generator to Facebook. You can get it all from right there. Also, you can check out our reviews. Roby's going through all of the Oscar bait movies now, and he's giving his opinion based on
all the Best Picture nominations. Right. I'm going to have them all out before the Oscars.
Yep, he's already got one up on The Revenant. It's really good. Check it out. The rest of us are trying to do stuff, but we're pretty lazy, so... Also, check us out on YouTube because we've been doing a Let's Play of Mass Effect 3. That's always fun.
Yeah, we got 3 episodes that need to go up as soon as I get them edited.
But it's mostly just us playing the game with the Peanut Gallery. We had Marv guesting in for about, 3 episodes, 4 episodes?
Yeah, about 3 episodes.
Right before he became a dad. Congratulations to Marv.
Congratulations, Marv.
So, yeah, we'll take it easy, and you guys have a good night.
Oh, wait. You should check out my website.
Your website?
Yeah. It's www.robyswrong.com.
It's going to be just a blank page. It's just a white page, just a white background. That's all it is. Because Roby ain't never been wrong.
It pulls it up, it's just 404.
Right? 404 not found. It's 404. Roby has no errors. No errors to find.
Yeah, it's 404 not found. Can't hold this much information in one page.
That's a 405 error.
Oh, good night.